Hey Aries, it's Sarah. I'm back with another video. This is going to be a general no contact reading for, like I said, the sign of Aries. We're going to dive into your current energy, how you're feeling, how the person on your mind, how they're currently feeling. We're going to be diving into their hidden feelings. We're going to be exploring any kind of blocks or obstacles that's preventing you guys from, moving forward. And we're going to be wrapping up with some advice, okay? But to start off with, I'm going to pull a quick oracle message to kind of, start things off. And as always, these messages are general. They're not going to resonate for everybody. So if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. It just means it's not meant for you. Okay. All right, Aries, let's get into it. All right, give me message, Spirit. What does Aries need to know about the current no contact situation? 3 more shuffles. All right, let's get into it, Aries. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, I have distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. All right, open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a loving relationships. Open yourself up. Perhaps maybe you're too closed off. Okay, new love. All right, a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. So we're going to dive further here. All right, so obviously distance is an issue, and I feel like it's emotional distance that it's talking about. And I also saw letting go at the bottom of the deck too. So, this is kind of what I'm intuitively feeling, Aries, is this chapter is not over if you, don't want it to be. But, I feel like with the letting go card, it's really encouraging you to detach, to kind of focus on yourself, not obsess so much over this connection, because that's what magnetizes. Like if you are wanting someone from the past to, to have a, some sort of chance for reconnection, it's, it always comes in the fastest when you detach, because that makes you a lot more magnetic and appealing, because you're not sending out that, chaser type of energy, or, that kind of needy vibe is what I'm getting. Not saying that you're needy. I'm just saying, you're not letting out that kind of energy. So it kind of draws these things faster to you. Okay, when you focus on yourself and, you work on your own hobbies, you explore your own interests and things like that, your life is very full. So, quite naturally, people are magnetized to you and they come, chasing you. So that's kind of how it works. But open yourself to, open yourself up emotionally. Maybe you've been closed off. Maybe you've been like so hurt, with a love relationship that you're just not emotionally available. So, right off the bat, and we're going to get more into it, Aries, open yourself up to love, because something new could be coming in for you. All right. It's either someone new or it could be, a new chapter. We'll see how it unfolds, but either one, just open yourself up to love. All right. All right. Your energy right now, we have the 4 of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. That's nice energy, with the Judgment energy. Okay. So, and let me pull an oracle message. Homebody. All right. So Aries, I feel like you're spending a lot of time on working on yourself, which is awesome. You're spending a lot of time alone. Maybe you are literally a homebody. Maybe you are exploring your interests and things like that. If so, that's amazing. And I feel like, with the Judgment energy, you're calling in something really committed here. Okay. We have the 4 of Wands and the Judgment energy. So I feel like in doing so, in taking a step back and, focusing on your own interests and things, you are calling in something brand new here, which is amazing. All right. And we have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is your energy, talking about how, you're very caring and nurturing. I feel like you're doing a lot of self-care right now. You're in that kind of energy where you're just, focusing on yourself, and that's super healthy. I'm really glad to see that. Okay. All right. So let's get into the person on your mind and their current energy. We have the Hanged Man. We have the 2 of Wands, and we have the Lover's energy. All right. With letting go. energy. It says, I'm done, no more pain. It's my time to find peace and move forward. So I feel like your person, their energy, they are trying to let go of the connection, okay? But we have the Hanged Man energy. So I feel like with the Two of Wands, the Hanged Man energy, your person is in an energy where they're just like focusing on, they're doing a lot of reflection here with the Two of Wands. They definitely feel a strong connection here with the Lover's energy. They definitely still feel very much tied to you energetically. They still feel very much in love with you. The energy hasn't dissipated here, okay? And I feel like this person, they are in a process of trying to let go, but they're obviously, like I said, still in love with you, okay? The Hanged Man energy, it's all about looking at things from a new perspective. And the Two of Wands is about, making a choice. You're at they're at a crossroads here. There's major decisions. And I feel like they're in an energy where they're, reflecting, they're having to make a decision, all right, regarding this connection. They're looking at things from a different angle. Maybe they're looking at things from your side as well. But they're looking at things in a new way. All right. All right. So let's look at hidden feelings here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. All right. We have the Nine of Cups. Oh my God, guys, I can't make this up. That's crazy. I pre-shuffled these cards, okay, and meditated on them. And I made them as random as possible. So when I do these readings, I'm not biased. I'm just pulling cards as they come up in order, and I'm reading them, interpreting them that way. Because I feel like when, I shuffle the cards and things pop out, I can either choose to take it or not. And so I feel like, things can be a little biased that way. But since I shuffle and I pull off the top like that, I can't make this up. Like, this is crazy. All right. Lover's energy. This person is still, I know this is, a common theme here, but this person is still very much in love with you here with the Two of Cups and the Lover's energy. I think that's crazy it shows up together like that. But their hidden feelings are, they see you as their emotional fulfillment. They see you as somebody that's, a wish fulfillment, okay? I'm not sure what happened between you two, but, I feel like they want things to turn around here. I feel like they don't want things to be over with you, if that makes sense, because the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. So they see you as somebody, up on a pedestal, somebody that's, very important to them still. They still feel very much tied to you. They're very much in love with you still. The chapter in their mind is not closed, even though they are trying to let things go, okay? They're having difficulty doing so. Why? Because Two of Cups here. Soulmate energy, big time. Okay, and I just pulled another oracle message, which is secrets. Deceptive and misleading actions by fear of you uncovering what they wish to keep hidden. So if they have never told you this before, Aries, their secret is that they secretly have these deep feelings for you. If not, there is something, that they haven't expressed to you, is what I'm getting, that they're keeping to themselves. I'm not sure what that is, but somebody is holding some sort of secret here. But I feel like strongly, since the Lover's energy with the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups, which are all very positive cards, what they're hiding from you is the fact that they're in love with you, that they have these strong feelings. All right. And like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune card, things are going to be turning around. Okay. Yeah. It's, this is a divine timing card, but things are aligning behind the scenes to improve the situation. All right. New love, new chapter. If you are wanting this, the universe is aligning things so that a new chapter and a new, beginning can happen. All right. Blocks and obstacles. What is preventing you guys from being together? We have the Magician. All right. The King of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. Oracle message. Luxury suite. An intimate night together filled with quality time, fireworks, and intense passion. I think it's interesting, Aries, to note that you showed up as, or, it's genderless. Okay. Take it, you know, the roles, how they resonate with you, you know, in this reading. But we have a pair, a king and a queen of cups showing up in the same reading. So again, with the lovers and the two of cups here, powerful soulmate energy. This is a very strong connection. This person definitely still feels you energetically, okay? All right, so the blocks and obstacles. What is blocking? I feel like, you know, with this connection here, we had the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. Somebody here, the blocks and obstacles. What is blocking them from reaching out? All right, Ten of Pentacles is long-term energy. You know, it literally could be, you know, this is just for a select few of you. This is a very specific message that this person, you know, is somehow unable to fully be in a committed relationship with you at this time for whatever reason. It could be because they're in another relationship, or they have ties to someone or something else at this time. That's, you know, I don't know, but this person, if that's not the case, this person is just for some reason having trouble manifesting something committed. All right. Yeah. I want to delve into that a little bit more. I want to clarify. All right. I want to clarify this Ten of Pentacles for Aries. That doesn't make sense. I want to clarify this Ten of Pentacles for Aries. Give me one more card, please. I want to clarify it for Aries. Give me one more card. Thank you. All right, so we have Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, the Tower, Six of Wands. Yeah, I feel like your person here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords feels stuck mentally. They feel stuck in a situation where they can't really be fully invested in a committed relationship for whatever reason. I'm not sure. You know, it could also be that this person, you know, was still emotionally tied to something that was committed. This could be something from their past. Maybe they're divorced. Maybe they have just recently gotten out of a committed relationship. Maybe they're just separated and, you know, they didn't plan on meeting you. And so now that they've met you, they do have feelings. But I feel like there's kind of like with this luxury suite here, this is talking about intimate nights together, passion. You know, for some of you, this could be like feeling like you have to kind of sneak away to kind of spend quality time together out of, you know, view of other people. Like I said, this is not going to resonate for everybody. This is just kind of like a specific message that I'm picking up. Kind of having to hide your relationship or something like that. Okay. Because we have emotional intelligence as well. So I feel like, yeah, someone's still tied emotionally to something that was committed. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, because we have Hanged Man and the Death energy as well. Yeah, I feel like someone's like having trouble moving on emotionally, if that makes sense. Four of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. I don't know, Seven of Cups. This is interesting. All right, so moving on, what do they desire? Regardless of the circumstances, what does this person desire with you? We have the Queen of Coins, all right? With the Devil energy, what do they desire with you? Oh my gosh. All right, so what they desire with you, because we have the Devil energy and we also have the Hierophant energy. So, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm getting here is they see you as the Queen of Pentacles as far as being someone that's very abundant, someone that has their, you know, stuff together, somebody that's very, you know, somebody that's wife or husband material, okay? Long-term material. I'm just going to say that. All right, because we have the Hierophant. This could be a Taurus you're dealing with, or, you know, earth sign, but mainly Taurus. Commitment. The Hierophant is all about commitment, but there's also this devil energy. And I'm kind of feeling like, Aries, this could be their past relationship or something like that that was very karmic. It was very, you know, toxic. You know, maybe they're getting out of some sort of toxic relationship, like I said earlier in your spread. But we also have relocating, Aries. So this person, what they desire, they want to relocate to be with you. All right. So this kind of goes with the distance energy at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you guys live, you know, states away or countries away, or just long distance in general. You guys don't live, you know, in the same town or whatever. So what they desire is, if this is, you know, your story, they want to relocate and be with you and commit. All right. Interesting. So yeah, that's pretty clear. All right, moving on. Likely next action. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles, that's something committed. Oh my God, look, the Eight of Wands, things picking up. Forward movement, very fast. Hanged Man energy, again. So I think it's interesting we have the Powerless card here. Feeling stuck and trapped, caught in a cycle of anxiety and uncertainty, blinded by love. Okay? So yeah, and I also would like to note here that when I did your pre-shuffle, we have Strength at the bottom of both decks. So I feel like, Aries, this connection has been I'm feeling like it has been very draining for you, okay? I feel like this has been kind of like a situation where it's very kind of drama filled in a way, even though there's a lot of love, a lot of passion here, a very strong connection between you and this person. But it's taken a lot out of you. I'm going to be for real, okay? Because this is somebody, like at the bottom of the deck, we have King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, again, Strength. This is somebody that you definitely see like some sort of commitment with, all right? And for whatever reason, this person, you know, obviously feels very strongly for you too, but they're caught in some sort of like, I'm really strongly feeling another committed, like it was another relationship, or they have been tied to something emotionally with something more committed before you, okay? And I feel like what's coming is, you know, since meeting you, they realize that, you know, a lot of new things about, you know, maybe they never thought that they would feel love again. Maybe you were the catalyst to kind of like, for them to explore, you know, these. Basically what I'm trying to say here is you were the catalyst for change. All right. Like I said, maybe they didn't realize or expect to meet someone and have feelings again. And you know, kind of, you know, prompted everything. All right. But, yeah, they feel trapped and tied to a situation before you. And maybe with a Hanged Man energy, they're trying to figure out a way out of it so that they can be with you, kind of thing. All right. But either way, something committed is coming your way here with their likely next move, the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So things are definitely going to be picking up here. And this could be the Eight of Wands is also talking about traveling long distances too, specifically by air, like taking an airplane somewhere. You know, that's for some of you, but there is a new opportunity here for something majorly committed. That is beautiful. All right, so let's get into your advice before we wrap things up. All right, we have the Moon energy. Okay, we have Ace of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands. That's your energy coming out. Fire energy. And generous oracle message coming out. All right, so your advice. All right. So what I'm getting here, you know, with the Moon energy is things are very unclear in this connection right now, okay? And that's okay. So just kind of like let things unfold naturally. Yes, there is an opportunity here for a brand new, like emotional beginning here, but I feel like it's also, you know, the universe is also saying that you need to pour into yourself, which I feel like you've been doing here. you know, kind of stepping into your own magnetic energy where you're just focusing on yourself, your own, you know, self-worth. You know, you're just in receiving mode. That's, you know, the main message that I'm getting here is that's what you need to continue to embody, because that's really what's attracting this opportunity into your vibrational energy, so to speak. Okay. Being generous with yourself, focusing on your own self-love, focusing on your own self-healing, you know, just really like pouring into yourself. All right. And I feel like that's what's drawing this new chapter to you, is your own radiant magnetic energy at this time. All right, Aries. So that is what I have for you. I feel like, you know, to kind of recap here, a new emotional beginning is happening. Yeah, seems to be a lot of like entanglement here with complications with somebody that you've been dealing with thus far. Maybe they have, you know, complicated issues with somebody from a prior connection. But whatever the case, an opportunity for a brand new connection is coming. Things are aligning behind the scenes in that way for you, but just keep on giving to yourself and focusing on yourself, and this is going to present itself to you pretty soon. All right, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully that resonated. If it did, feel free to like the video and hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.